Hey guys, your man Joe came around just to found that you need to know. So I was on one of my social medias and this somebody was talking about this. And it kind of been and I felt some type of way about it. So the video, this is from an article from 2016, but it's updated to January 22nd, 2019. It's called "She Divorced Me Because I Left Dishes by the Sink." Okay, it wasn't a big deal to me when I was married, but it was a big deal to her. All right, so let's see what this is all about. It seems so unreasonable when you put it that way. My wife left me because sometimes I leave dishes by the sink. It makes her seem ridiculous, but it makes me feel like a victim of unfair expectations. Um, we like to point fingers at each other. Sorry, at other things to explain why something went wrong, like when Biff Tumen crashed George McFly car and Phil spilled beer on his coat's clothes. Um, but it was all George's fault for not telling him the car was had a the car had a blind spot. This bad thing happened because of this. That the other thing, not because of anything I did. Sometimes I leave. Sometimes I leave used drink glass by the kitchen sink, just inches away from the dishwasher. It wasn't a big deal to me now. It wasn't a big deal to me when I was married, but it's a big deal to her. Every time she walked into the kitchen and find a drink of glass by the sink, she moved incrementally closer to moving out and ending our marriage. Okay, all right, I'm gonna continue on. Um, I just didn't know it. I just didn't know it yet. Every time she walked into the kitchen and finds a drink glass by the sink, she moved incrementive, incrementive, incrementally closer to moving out and ending our marriage. I just didn't know it yet. But even if I had, I fear I wouldn't have worked as hard to change my behavior as I would have stubbornly tried to get her to see things my way. The item to cut off her nose, to cut off her nose, to spit her face. That's this was air quotations. Was created from such occasion. Men are not children, even though we behave like them. All right, let's still keep on reading this. Feeling respected by others is important to men. Feeling respected by one's wife is essential to living a purposeful, purposeful, sometime, purposeful, purpose, purposeful life and meaningful life. Sorry, purposeful and meaningful life. Maybe I thought my wife should respect me simply because I have exchanged vows with her. It wouldn't be the first time I act entitled. One thing for One thing I know for sure is that I never connected putting the dishes in the dishwasher with earning my wife without earning with earning my wife's respect. I remember my wife often saying how exhausting it was for her to tell me what to do all the time. It's why it wa- it's why the sexiest thing a man can say to his partner is "I got this." Then take care of whatever needs taken care of. I always reason. Okay, you always reason. Um, if you just tell me what, if you tell me what, sorry, if you just tell me what you want me to do, I'm glad to do it. But she didn't want. All right, the next title is she, but she didn't want to be my mother. Hmm. She didn't want to be my mother, and she wanted to apply all my intelligence and learning capabilities to logic of managing our lives and the household. She wanted me to figure out all the things that needs to be done and devise my own method of task management. Um, I wish I could remember what seemed unreasonable to me about that time. Men can do things. Men invented heavy machines that can fly in the air, reliable and safety. Men proved that helicopter, no, heli, mm, heliocentric models of solar systems established the Earth orbits and sun. Men designed to build skyscrapers and take heart and other human organs from dead people and replace and corruption, failing organs inside of living people, and those people are stay alive afterwards, which is insane. Men are totally good at stuff. She wanted me to figure out all the things. Yeah, she just wanted to read your mind and stuff like that. She wanted me to figure out all the things. Oh, he's just pretty much saying that this is like one of the signs um, from parts of it when you read the article for yourself. Men are perfectly capable of doing things our wives complain about. What we are not. So what are we not going? What what are we not good is being psychic or accurately predicting how our wives might feel about any given thing because male and female emotions respond tend to different pretty dramatically. Yeah, okay. I agree with you on that one. Hey Matt, why would you leave a glass by the sink instead of putting it in a dishwasher? Several reasons. One, I may use it again. Okay. Two, I don't care if the glass is sitting by the sink unless guests are coming over. Okay, that seems pretty fair. Three, I would never care about a glass sitting in the sink, even, or sorry, ever. It's impossible. Like asking me to make myself interested in coaching or enjoying yard work. Um, I don't want to croquette things, um, and it's hard for me to imagine a scenario which doing a bunch of work in my yard sounds more appealing than any several thousand sucky things which could be done. There is one reason I would I will ever stop leaving a glass by the sink. A lesson I've learned much too late. Because I love and respect my partner, it really matters to her. I understand that when I leave a glass there, it hurts her. Really? Really? Like really? Okay. Literally causes her pain. Oh man, this sounds like a first world problem. Because it feels to her like I just said, hey, I don't respect you or value your thoughts and opinions. Um, not taking for a second to put my glass in the dishwasher. It's more important to me than you. Ladies, if you ever feel like this, just leave the glass there. You probably just rinse it off and just use it again at another time. Just leave it there. Don't even bother. Don't even trip about it. Um, all of a sudden, it's not about something as be, being or meaningless as a dishwasher. Now it's now it's a meaningful act of love and sacrifice. And really, 4 seconds that doesn't seem like the kind of thing is too big to do for the person for the person who sacrificed daily for me. Um, I don't have to understand why she cares so much about this that stupid glass. Yeah, that's kind of suspect to me too. Um, I just have to understand and respect that she does. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna still keep on doing it. I'm gonna still keep on reading. Um, then caring about her equals putting a glass in the dish. Oh my goodness. Caring about her equals keeping your laundry off the floor. Caring about her equals thoughtfully not tracking dirt or whatever on the floor she worked hard to clean. Caring about her equals taking care of the kid, relating things so she can just chill out for a little bit and not worry about anything. Okay. All right, you got me on that one. Caring about her equals, hey babe, is there anything I can do or pick up on my way home that will make your day better? All right. Caring about her equals million little things that say I love you more than speaking the words evermore. Um, yes, it's that simple. The man is capable of the behavioral change even when he doesn't understand her or agree with her thought process. Can have a great relationship. Men want to fight for the right to their glass there. Leave their glass there. Married men, you all go through this? I want to know if you're married. Let me know. Uh, um, I was looking at my phone for a second. Um, Men fight for the right to leave the glass there. It might look like this because eat stuff, wife. We think I we think I sacrifice for you, and it sounds like for me, as far as I know, the wife might be overreacting, but maybe in her emotions. But like I said, I'm still going to continue on. I sacrifice for you, and you're going to get on me about one glass by the sink. That little thing. He didn't say thing, but I'm just saying this thing. Glass that take a few seconds to put in the dishwasher, which I gladly do when I know that I'm done with it. It is important to you that you want to give me crap about. You want to take an otherwise peaceful evening and other arguments with me and tell me how I'm getting something wrong and failing you over a glass. Okay. Um. After all the big things I do make our life possible. Things I never hear a thank you and for uh, and don't ask for. You're going to elevate a glass by elevated by glass into a marriage problem. I couldn't be that petty if I tried. Um, and I did need a dig in my heels in on this one. If you want that glass in the dishwasher, put it in there. Put it in there yourself without about telling me about it. Otherwise, I'll put it away for when people are coming over, or when I'm done with it. This is BS fight that feels unfair, and I'm not just going to bend over for you. Uh, okay. The man doesn't. The man does not want. The man does not want to divorce his wife because she's nagging him about the glass thing, which he thinks is totally irrational, which it is. He wants her to agree with that when you put life in perspective. A glass being in the bottom sink sorry, when no one uh, respects her. I gotta read back a little bit. Um, I'm sorry, a glass being by the sink is think when no one is going to see it, and solutions to take 4 seconds is just being a big problem. She should recognize how petty and meaningless it is in the grand scheme of life. It really is. But he thinks he keeps waiting for her to agree with him. She will never agree with him because it's not actually about the glass. The glass solution situation could be anything which she feels unappreciated and disrespected by her husband. The wife does not want to divorce her husband because he leaves used drinking glasses by the sink. She wants to divorce him because she feels like he doesn't respect or appreciate her, which suggested that he doesn't love her. Um, and she can't count on him to be her lifelong partner. She doesn't trust him. Uh, she can't be safe with him. Thus, She must leave and find a new situation which could make him feel more. Which I'm sorry, I'm just like what? Leave and find situations in which she should that she can feel content and secure. This makes no sense. I mean, I don't know how long is this? Oh, there's a little left. In theory, the man wants to fight this fight because he thinks he's right, and I tend to agree with him. The dirty glass is not the dirty glass is not more important than marital peace. If the wife though and felt if the wife sorry if his wife felt and sorry if his wife thought and felt like him, he'd be right he'd be in the right defending himself. Unfortunately, most guys don't know that she's not fighting about the glass. She's fighting for acknowledgement, respect, and validation, and his love. If he knew that, then if he knew that he fully understand his secret, she had never explained to him in a way that doesn't make her sound crazy to him, causing him to dismiss as an un, in, sorry, inconsequential passing moment of emo-ness. Yeah, that's pretty much. And that, and that, and that, this drinking glass situation, and um, and all similar arguments will eventually end his marriage. I believe he would rethink which battles that he. I think he should have prayed for his wife, but that's just me. Um, which could battle. Sorry, rethink which battles he chose to fight, and would be more adapt to the actions, doing things he understand to make his wife feel loved and safe. I think a lot of times wives do not agree with me. Um, they don't think it's possible that their husbands don't know their actions make her feel because she has told him sometimes where tears in his eyes, tears in her eyes, sorry, over and over and over again, how upset it makes her and how much it hurts. Uh, and this, sorry, and this is important. Telling a man something that doesn't make sense once or a million times doesn't make him know something. Right or wrong, he would never feel he would never feel hurt the same situation if it were reversed. He doesn't think his wife should hurt. I'm sorry, it's kind of late. Sorry if I'm acting like this. Um, I would never get upset about. So I would never get up. I would never get upset with you about things you do that I don't like. Men reason as women if their wives are intentionally choosing to feel hurt or and miserable. When you choose to love someone, um, say that you love. I'm not gonna sing that because it might get copyrighted. It becomes your pleasure to things to do that enhances their lives to bring you closer together, rather once rather than a chore. Um, it's not a son of a bee. I have to do this, BS thing for my wife again. It's my grateful. I'm grateful for another opportunity to demonstrate to my wife that she comes first, and and that I can count and I can be counted on to be there for her, and needn't look elsewhere for happiness and fulfillment. Once someone figured out um, how to help a man equate a glass situation, which does not and will never affect him emotionally, with deeper wounded his wife and making her feel sad and alone, unloved, abandoned, disrespected, afraid, etc. Once men have grasped the that accepted grasp that and accept that is the true even sorry accepted it as true even though it doesn't make sense, everything changes forever. um my whole thoughts on this is that, okay, if you're a situation that if your husband is not appreciating your work ethic at home, okay, I can see that. But as far as divorcing them because of that glass, I think that's kind of selfish in a sense. Again, which I'm trying to see from both sides on this, but as far as for the woman, I mean, I understand little things do help, work and stuff like that. But I think that it's kind of like an everyday routine. I can see if it's an everyday routine, if especially if she's like a stay-at-home wife and stuff like that, then I can understand it. He might not give like a thank you or anything like that. Um, what else? He might not give you, in a thank you, baby, or or thank you or something like that. Because it's very much an everyday thing. It's as an everyday thing, but enough. I think that's kind of like divorcing, like she's divorcing her husband just only because of a glass. I mean, not just only that. I mean, imagine if she would divorce you by many other things, like you don't flush the toilet or something, or lift the toilet seat up. Like divorcing, I don't know if maybe in her heart intentions to divorce him over something as small as that. At least as far as that. I mean, I remember like a couple of like this kind of it reminds me of like a show of the Simpsons, right? Where Apu was like, no, not Apu. It was Milhouse's dad, um, where there was a couple of signs that his wife was going to leave him, and Homer got there was he was showing he was getting the signs that what Milhouse's dad was going through. Um, yeah, and I think the wife should have really just tell. Actually, he did, and he just exchanged it. Um, I say this, like, ladies, if your man is not, picking clothes off the floor or leaving the glass nearby not, leaving, stuff around. I mean, especially if you're a stay-at-home wife, um, I just either pick it up, it's nothing really, like, pick it up or clean it, you know, um, or just leave it, just I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's a lot of like I don't want to say it, but it's like a lot of not a mangina, but there's a lot of Ahab, I guess you could say, like going around here. But again, maybe I'm not married. Maybe I can't relate to this. Um, maybe I can't relate to it. I mean, if you're a married man, let me know. Do you guys go through this? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, as long as I know, this is like a woman divorcing her husband all because of a glass. I can understand if it was the unappreciated in the initiative to do some of those things. But enough for me to divorce the spouse. Yeah, that sounds like some first world problems to me. Um, Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how their marital is. I don't know if there was like if the woman was a stay-at-home wife and the man was working, you know, if he's just working from a 9 to 5 job or something like that. I don't know their whole marriage, so I can't really say anything. Um, yeah. So just it was kind of crazy, right? But let me know, what do you guys think? All right, this is your man Joe. See you guys in another video or so. Okay. All right.